This year you had 6 black women win all the beauty pageants that they normally offer. And they've never had this done before whatsoever. You know, we will go through all the different women who won, but, you know, congratulations to them who did win the contest. They've never had black women win all of the contests before. And but due to that, you had, of course, those who you would say are part of the white supremacists, because they were crying foul big time. They say, how is it that these black women win all the contests and not one white woman? This is a conspiracy. They said it is rigged for the black woman to win. Well, if that's the case, it's been rigged forever for white women to win. It's been a conspiracy for white women to make sure they have the crown over everybody else. Because how many times have we seen these same contests and white women win everything over every other race of woman in the world? They have women from all countries a lot of times. And even right here in the U.S., we have people of all races, and a lot of times the white woman are winning. But, you know, things are changing. I tell people that. You see that the image of, would you say, the beauty standard has changed. At least in my opinion, it has, because you're seeing now with the blackfishing, the melanin injections, you know, all the women outside of black are getting the box braids, you know, all the different, you know, surgeries that's happening. Let's call it what it is. Most of the men outside of black men don't push that. Let's just be real. They don't push that beauty standard. That's more so a black man's beauty standard. Most of the men outside of black men like they women that look like whoever how they look. They don't push those sort of things unless they've been around a lot of black people. So the beauty standard has changed. I remember one point in time, everybody wanted to copy the white female beauty standard, but now that's over. You have more white females getting more lip injections and Brazilian butt lifts and all kind of things that they're doing, literally trying to morph themselves into black women. Now they'll tell you they're not trying to do that, but literally when you look at you, you're a carbon copy. But you know, that's a video of a different day. You know, Kim Kardashian made sure that she's going to lead the pack with that, and that's going to really impact things. But with this, let's go through the different women who won the different pageants. So you see Miss France, Clemence Botino, she won Miss France, and she reigned as Miss Guadalupe before taking home the prestigious Miss France crown on December 14th. She is a third Guadalupean to hold the title, according to the French outlet RFI, and the 22-year-old beauty queen is described as an intellect and is currently studying art history at Sorbonne University in Paris. Now, the next sister, her name is Tori Ann Singh. She won Miss World 2019. She was actually Miss Jamaica. And on December 14th, the same day Botino was crowned Miss France, the 23-year-old was born in Morant, St. Thomas, Jamaica. She is an alumni of Florida State University, where she studied psychology and women's studies. She said to that little girl, St. Thomas, Jamaica, and all girls around the world, please believe in yourself. I mean, man, it sounds like something that come out of Disney, but I don't knock her at all. She plans to attend medical school. Please know that you are worthy and capable of achieving your dreams. This crown is mine, but yours. You have a purpose. Now, they said this is Jamaica's 4th Miss World title. You have the sister from South Africa, Zozibini Tunzi. Now, she won Miss Universe 2019. She beat out 89 different contestants, and she won $5 million for that contest. Now, I say she's a public relations professional that's made her mark as an activist and a leading voice in the fight against gender-based violence. And she devoted her social media campaign to change the narrative around gender stereotypes, according to her contested biography. She is a proud advocate for natural beauty and encourages women to love themselves the way they are. And as you can see, this sister didn't have on nothing but her natural hair, and she won Miss Universe. Now, Miss America, Nia Franklin. She was a pageant queen out of New York. She was crowned Miss America in 2019 at the competition's 92nd annual pageant in September 2018. According to her online bio, Miss Franklin is a classically trained opera singer and composer who used her voice to transform lives through art. She explained it was her father's life-changing diagnosis of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma that led her to the Miss America organization, saying, I had a way to pay for myself to go to school, so I entered this competition organization, and it became much more than the scholarship money for me. It was also about mentorship, leadership, and sisterhood. You will find with this program. Now, Miss USA, Chelsea Christ. She took home the crown of Miss USA in 2019, this past May. She's a full-time attorney who has a license to practice in 2 states. Her contestant bio states she earned both her law degrees and MBA from Wake Forest University and earned her bachelor's from the Honors College at University of South Carolina. She's also a fashion blogger and a volunteer for Dress for Success. And last but not least, you have Miss Teen USA, Kaylee Garris. She won the title of a Teen USA, becoming the second rep from Connecticut to win the crown. She's 19 years old. She's celebrated for her natural hair, which, hey, we celebrate natural hair all day over here because hair in the natural state will grow down your back a lot faster than putting the chemicals that these folks made, and they don't know nothing about black hair. So they say she hopes to encourage all women and girls to embrace their natural beauty. So according to her bio, Garris previously studied theater and dance with a focus on earning a nursing degree at Southern Connecticut State University. So all of the women who have won the contest, they have a lot of good things going. You know, they're educated. And that seems like that's what you would want to represent those contests. So what is the conspiracy in that? I don't see them being a bad representative or anything. Now, a conspiracy is putting a bunch of people that don't deserve to be there in look, stature, or the way they carry themselves. I mean, they're no different than the white ones. That's how I look at it. They all look like beauty queens. But you know how some people are. If it isn't them, then it's a problem. Understand? Because they have that, white supremacist mindset. Well, it's a new day. And as we cross over into this decade, you see your world erode even more, and more women like the women that you see here is going to be constantly being shown. And you see as I stated earlier, beauty standard changing. So just get used to it. We had to sit up there and endure your crap for hundreds and hundreds of years, not by choice. So since we had to endure that, it's time for you to endure somebody else just for a little bit. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation with the beauty queens, and shout out to them. Like I said, I'm proud of them for being poised enough, and we need to have more of that. I'd rather see beauty queens instead of people out here twerking and everything else. Listen, stripper culture and all that mess has to go. Classiness is where it's at.